Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tilted Table. We are very excited to have you all joining us this evening. Tonight, we will be playing the game Trellis, which is a gorgeous game, tile placement, and the theme is growing flowers along vines. And it's essentially a race to see who can get all of their flowers bloomed faster than everyone else as we place the tiles to grow out our vine system. Quick introductions. My name is Jordan, aka Axel Hellfire.
I'm Sam, aka DJ Fluffkins.
And we have our special guest this evening.
I'm Cameron. They call me Terminus Thrall because that's my handle on Twitch.
Some of you may recognize Cameron, who has joined us on stream before. Very glad to have you back.
Yeah, super fun.
And why don't we just go ahead and jump in and start talking about the rules for this game, everyone. So,
Man, there's a timer, and Jordan's like,
Yeah.
speed through.
boom! Sam's
Beat
trying
that
to slow me
split.
down with distractions.
Beat that split.
I'm going to beat that split.
Speedrun strats.
So, in this game, we have a whole stack of tiles that we're going to be drawing from. Everyone starts with 3 tiles, and they have, I believe, 15 flower tokens,
Yeah.
little meeples in their color. We start with 1 tile in the center.
Presumably it's always that tile.
There we go.
Yeah, it looks like it's a
Yeah.
root type tile.
Yep. And then on a person's turn, there are 4 steps. You're going to plant a tile, then check for things to bloom. Then you're going to claim a vine, then again check for things to bloom. Then you're going to claim gifts, again check for things to bloom. And at the end of your turn, you draw back up to 3 tiles.
Okay.
And we just keep going until someone has played all of their flower meeples, and then that person immediately wins the game.
Cool. So, does that mean play 1, draw 1, or like?
Yeah, it's essentially play 1, draw 1.
Cool.
Yep.
Is there any error handling for if we run out of tiles because we're bad or something?
No,
No. Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's going to happen, but good enough.
So, when you plant a tile, you take a tile from your hand, you put it face up on the board. It must connect to an existing vine, but it does not need to match colors. So
Oh.
I could do like that if I wanted.
What?
Yes,
I'm
yes, and you'll
I am
understand why in a
incredulous.
sec. So, when you do this, you will then check for things to bloom. And the reason you'll do that is, let's say, for example, that I had a meeple here from some previous turn, and you placed a tile like this, where the colors do match. If they match, then the person who owns that vine automatically gets to bloom.
Okay. So what you're saying is if you don't match my meeples, you're going to be killing my flowers. Miserable.
Right. So you don't have to match, which is totally fine. And then once you have planted a tile and bloomed anything that has to bloom, then you can claim a vine, which is any vine that does not already have anything on it in its continuity. It's not claimed by any color. You can then claim it by putting one of yours
Okay.
on it. So if it is an empty, unclaimed vine, then you can do that. Your claimed vine will also bloom if it's connected to any unclaimed vines of the same color. So on my first turn, if I did this, I could claim this and then it would automatically bloom and I would get 2.
Seems
so
strong.
chances are everyone's going to get 1 or 2 on their first turn pretty easily, right?
Shooting for 3.
Shooting for 3, right? Then it's actually possible to get 3, and this is the question why. So on the 3rd stage, when you claim gifts,
Okay.
then you for every vine or for every flower that another player bloomed on that turn in the first 2 phases, you can claim a new vine. So if you each got to place 1 flower, I would get to claim 2 more vines. And you claim them on the tile you placed, unless there are none available on the tile you placed, then you can claim them anywhere on the board. So you get a benefit from helping other people.
Okay.
Of course, if you help someone place their last one, they immediately win. So you have to be careful with that.
Can you
Now-
can you just walk through that? So
Yeah, so let's say that Cameron had one here, right? And so I place this, he blooms. I claim this one, now that I have done all of the planting and claiming and blooming, now we are in the claim gifts phase. Cameron got to add 1, so I get to claim another one, so I can claim this one.
Nice.
Because it's on the same tile and available.
And if for some reason I had claimed that bottom one, you could just place yours anywhere.
Yeah, so if you had something here and then you bloomed here, I could like claim 2 of these, 1 for each of you.
Cool.
Okay. Interesting.
So basically, the more you help other people, the more you get to claim if there's stuff available.
And you have to
claim.
bloom. Blooming is not optional.
Yes. As far as I can tell, it is non-optional. I think you pretty much always want
Just
to
like
when you can,
photosynthesis.
because it's a race.
Like the game or the actual activity?
The activity?
Because there's a game called
Yeah.
photosynthesis.
Oh.
too. It's cool.
Another thing to remember,
Out of trees.
just to clarify in case I didn't fully point this out, is that if you claim a vine, it can also bloom, right? So it can bloom outward from the tile you placed.
Recursively, right? So
right.
if by some craziness there was a bunch of blue just kind of going, 15.
It would bloom all of it. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So it's basically like you've like fertilized a vine, and the whole thing will keep going as long as it's one unbroken chain of one color.
Okay. Let's keep this G-rated.
Yep. Now, so specifically for blooming, if the vine is already claimed with a flower and it's connected to an empty vine of the same color, automatically bloom a new flower on the new vine.
A new flower? Or?
A new flower.
Okay, so it can't go multiple then.
Well, it can. I think that chains.
Oh, every time it
Repeat
blooms.
until all claimed and connected
Okay,
vines have
so it
bloomed.
does recur.
Yes. And as I mentioned in the pre-show, if several players could bloom into the same vine, the active player gets to decide who gets it.
Okay.
So you break ties.
Ooh.
Make sense?
Yes.
All right.
Do we have betting open?
I don't think we do. I could do that really
Oh,
quick.
that's a
though.
tough break. Lost 155 tilts.
We could turn betting on to see who wins. Just need to pull it up real quick.
I don't have a spot in the split for this.
Yeah. We're gonna run overtime because you have to wait for me to pull this up.
Jordan
no.
timer.
Yep. This is the time that Sam has wasted of Jordan's by bringing things up. That's
No,
what
Mark
that
brought it up. I blame Mark.
Mark didn't ask if it was open. He just tried to use it.
Yeah.
It's totally different.
Ask forgiveness, not permission.
Yeah.
I like it. How do we determine first player?
I think it was like the last person to grow something. Last person to water a plant.
I think
Or
it was
the winner of the
probably
last
me.
game.
Yeah.
Was it today?
Last week? Oh, no. It was yesterday. Last week we did succulent planting at the office, and my team made a bunch.
I'd count it.
And I watered them last couple days.
I'd count it.
My automatic sprinkler went off.
Tilted.
Hey!
Right. Do 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 do. Pull up the betting here. Yeah. Man, I haven't heard that song in forever. There's probably people in the chat who are not old enough for that song.
For the heyday of Six Flags.
I forgot
after, I
when.
Oh my god, with the old bald guy and the bow tie and the glasses.
Yes.
Yes.
These
I'm
rules
for
are
it.
taking forever to explain.
Yeah.
Was that all the rules?
Yeah, that was the whole rule.
Let's hit the show on the
So
road.
you can take your first turn while I'm doing this.
There were tater tots today. Wait, are we doing first turn? You gotta tell me.
Yeah, we're doing first
And
turn.
go. And Jordan's beating all the splits today.
Yeah, I'm killing it.
Sorry, I'm arranging things. Making sure they work.
How dare you ruin our splits?
I know, jerk. Notorious for that.
Okay.
Mark, I didn't miss a split.
He totally missed a split. I'm just gonna agree with Mark.
Sorry, I'm trying to get some strategery in this game. Figure out how to make it happen.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go here.
Chat betting is open. If you want to bet, you can do exclamation point bet 0, and then an amount you want to bet up to 100 for Cameron. Exclamation point bet 1 for myself, or exclamation point bet 2 for Sam on who you think is going to win. We'll leave that open for a bit. Mark's probably going to have to remind
Can
us
you
to
hand me
close the
your
betting
tile real
because
quick?
we're going to
I just
forget.
want to see if I. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
So I think just to make sure I have the right sequence, I selected a tile and
Yes.
selected an orientation to place it.
Yep.
Now anyone who could blooms, no one can.
Yep.
I pick. Now it blooms.
Yep.
There, and I am up to 2.
Yeah,
Awesome.
exactly.
Seems good.
And that's it.
Cool.
Oh.
Bet 3.
Man, if only I had this.
I know, right?
Wait, why do I have 4 tiles? Oh, right,
How does
because I was
betting work?
demoing with one. How does
Bet
betting work?
ID amount. That's right.
Yes. Yeah, Lethal screwed it up.
Mark, you can't.
Lethal screwed it up several times.
Max 100.
Max 100 bet.
Wow.
But Mark was closer than Lethal.
What is this communist stream?
That's right.
Oh, and then last thing is I draw back. I draw a tile.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Okay,
you
okay.
draw back. All right. We're going to do this. I don't want to let Sam get it. Get it, Sam.
Wow, getting aggro quick.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
I got to think about like how I set this up because there are a couple options here that could set up like a real quick like triple bloom for someone if I rotated this the wrong way.
Oh my.
Yeah, it would be real bad if Sam had that. Of course, if you have certain colors, you could try and do it yourself. But we're gonna go ahead and bloom on that one, which is that, or we're gonna plant there, claim there, and then it's gonna auto bloom onto that.
Okay.
And that's my turn because I did not gift anyone anything because I don't like Cameron.
Cool. I guess I'm gonna try.
Look at Mark betting on Sam.
I'm gonna try to figure out things.
Okay,
Thank you.
so you're gonna help him out. I like it,
Yeah.
and then claim both of the other ones. I see what you did there too. That's smart.
Pretty much.
That was actually a good move. I wish I could have done that. So yeah, so Cameron blooms first. Sam claims,
I claim this one can't.
and then
bloom,
he gets a gift, so he can claim another one.
And then I can't bloom.
And yeah, no
And if you
blooms.
could pass me a card.
You can just take
And
a whole
split.
stack over between you if you want. End of the first turn. Good job. A whole 16 minutes. No wait, that doesn't make sense.
Mark's
No.
betting against
A
himself.
whole like 3 minutes. Okay. Mark's just trying to cast multi. There's no multi betting. How dare you? All right, Cameron.
Yes.
I believe in you,
Oh, that's very nice of you.
or I don't. I'm not sure yet.
Not quite as nice.
Do, 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 do.
You know what's distracting? Like, stream is hearing music right now, and we're just not hearing it.
Right.
Yeah, we should play it.
No, we like.
We can't hear
Technically
it.
It's having
speaking,
a problem.
Okay, so you claim that one.
And then I go that one.
Sweet. All
And
right.
then no one gets a bloom because
Because you're evil and you
Yeah.
don't like us.
Well, I took a cue from.
That's
Sam.
okay. I'm gonna take a cue from Sam.
Okay.
Okay.
So Sam double blooms.
Double bloom.
That seems bad.
We'll see. I'm planning things.
Yeah.
I'm going to claim, and then I get 2 gifts for helping Sam bloom twice. So then I get to claim, and then I get to claim anywhere on the board.
Yeah.
And my anywhere on the board is going to be this one.
Okay.
So that puts me at 5, Sam at 4. We'll see if that was a good decision or not, but I wanted to try it.
Do we have to go in order or can place anywhere? We don't have to fill each shell or?
No, you can just place anywhere. Yeah, there's
thought
no,
so, but just wanted-
Yep, no placement rules, other than has to touch another tile.
Okay. So
They're not touching. I see a gap. That's better.
I'm gonna do the Jordan thing.
Thanks, Sam.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Actual.
I know the way you
things.
really want it. Yeah.
Seems weirdly incestuous. I don't know.
All right,
ahead.
so I double bloom. Yeah, it's almost like we're cutting Cameron out here. I like this
So
plan.
do I get triple bloom?
No,
No.
you get to plant one.
Yeah, you get to claim, and then you get to claim 2 more, which is exactly what I did.
Problem is, like, you can't claim anything good.
Claim the blue one.
Okay.
And then you can now claim anywhere on the board that is available, which is like
This
here
one
or
and that one.
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's 2 of them.
Wow.
Basically, this is an early game rush to get things that are still
Let me
available.
go the green up there.
There's some sense to it, I think.
We'll find out soon enough.
We've now basically made it so that the only place Cameron can get a free 2 is this one. So like and this is going to continue restricting. I don't know. I like the idea. I'm going to go ahead and
Close bet.
close betting.
I can
We're about halfway through.
No, I'm just kidding.
We'll see if
Mark,
the
one
winners
you
get
guys
their points back, get those tilts. Do we want to try giving them the big view?
Sure.
Bring the camera down in.
I'm in control, so I get to determine who blooms here, which is... Oh, you couldn't bloom here anyway, but I can.
Correct.
And then that
I see how
happens
it is.
automatically. And then I get to place another one.
Oh, I see. You could have left yourself an opening, but it would help me.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you auto bloom, and then you're
Yes.
Yeah.
doing the pick.
So he could have gotten 1 extra, but he didn't want to give me the advantage.
I could have netted 0 by giving you an extra one. And
No.
you're ahead of me.
No, because you would have. Oh, this was a claim.
Yeah.
No, this
No,
was
no,
a bloom.
this is a bloom.
So if you'd done this, you would have gotten this one. You would have claimed this one. I would have gotten this one. You would have gotten another one. So you would have netted an extra.
Yeah, but in that process, you also gain 1.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So like
I net flat at best
against
in
me,
terms of.
but you
with
gain on Sam.
But you guys have
Yes.
fucked each other so well that
Yes.
you've got a
Yeah.
lot of flowers.
No, I definitely don't agree with your, or I don't disagree with your strategy.
Don't agree with your strategy.
I
don't
think
agree.
The only point I'd want to bloom someone else for gifts is if I can bloom each other person once and then get 2 myself.
Right.
Otherwise, I think you're just, I don't know.
There's some logic to that. Or if you can like terminate an end of somebody else's.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Speaking of which, no, I think the answer here is to go for this. I think the answer here is to just go for the free 2 rather than trying to bloom someone else. So nothing blooms. Pull that camera back a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and claim this one, which is then going to bloom to this one, and I get no gifts. No gifs.
Oh no.
I love peanut butter, though. Are you a Skippy guy?
No, I'm a Jeff guy. Yeah.
Knew it!
Oh, man.
I need to use that as a joke at like a tech conference.
Please no.
No, I definitely want to be like, what's your favorite peanut butter? And then accuse them of being a Jif person. I knew it!
Monster. The person who created the format is a GIF person.
I know,
so
and he's wrong.
that's the real tragedy.
He's wrong.
So, placing this one up here, like that,
Okay.
doing the bloom,
Kabloom!
and then going for the blueberry type thing.
Yep. All right. Quick status check since Cameron started. How many flowers do people have left?
8.
It's all GIF. That doesn't help, Mark.
Jeff,
But it's GIF. You have 8 left. I have 6.
Yeah. We should
And
both have
Sam
6.
has 6. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm barely staying ahead of Sam.
Oh, God. True tragedy.
Yeah.
it's true. Rigged.
Yeah, I'm also starting to realize that if you can bloom your own, it's almost always better than blooming someone else's, unless you're blooming multiple of someone else who's behind you, and thus building your own lead.
Bloom Cameron. Got it.
Yes, you're right, Mark. It's GIF and GIF. Not if I bloom him first.
Wow.
Blooming onion.
Wow.
Okay, so that wouldn't be good. I think this is what I want to do.
Okay.
Ooh. Because this blooms automatically,
Yep.
and then I get to claim something new.
Nice. I like it. The question is, can I do something cool like that? Oh. Oh, okay.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's unclaimed vine, right? So this is claimed. You couldn't take this one, right?
Correct. Because it's one vine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. At least that's how I read it. I think this will work beautifully. So this blooms. I claim this, and it blooms again.
Nice.
That puts me at 3. Yeah, it's Giraffix interchange format. It's how you fix a giraffe. It's Giraffix.
Yeah, it's a science.
The science of giraffes. Sam totally copied me.
I did, but mine is less good.
Only slightly. It's less good in theory, but
that's
in
claimed already. You can't.
oh,
claim that.
you're right. I already have that vine.
Yeah. Done fucked, Sam.
Oh, it's the entire vine?
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know how that's how it worked.
Yeah.
That was what he was just. The difference was that in the case of these two, these started as separate, and then Cameron bloomed himself into it, but he didn't claim it when they were together. That's the way you get 2 colors on the same vine. And then presumably they could keep expanding outward.
Got it.
Although, oh right, you claimed this and then you placed that later. So yours has gone through all sorts of weirdness that is hard to backtrack if you don't know the history. But it totally makes sense.
Okay, then I think it is.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the power position in this game is having the most open vines. Because it gives you possibilities. Do.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. What is this?
It's Riesling, clean slate.
Nice. Pour myself a little more.
Do it.
From Germany, a region of steep slate hills and winding rivers.
Come on.
It's very fancy.
So it's much fun.
No, I just have no idea what I'm
What are
playing.
we doing, Sam?
2017, it was a good year.
A good year for the
It was a
Riesling.
good year.
I guess I played this.
Okay, that's exciting.
Hey, that's it.
Bloom. Yeah,
That's
no,
a
I mean,
double.
that's good.
So I blew. So here's the thing. Like, I can't place this, right?
Correct, but you can claim that one.
Purple. Purple Town.
Yes. Also, if for whatever reason you couldn't claim either, you could actually then claim something else on the board still.
Yeah.
But you are correct that even though it's a different color, it's still a claimed vine.
Got it.
I don't think that's... Oh, that was fully visible. Never mind. We're super zoomed in. Just for you, chat.
Super.
Super! Gonna make like a rabbit or something in the camera reflection.
This sucks. Got some shitty plays here, guys.
Yeah. That happens. Get the one, and then
And I
one.
claim this one.
Can I get 3? That would be incredible, but unlikely.
Got the best vines.
It would need to. Oh. Is that it? I think I got it. Just barely.
Yeah. That would do
So
it.
that blooms. We'll pull this down for chat. This one blooms, and then I claim this one, and this
that
one
one does.
blooms. And I'm out.
Okay.
Everyone who bet on Sam was wrong.
Well, hold on. I'd just like to use this command in chat.
Exclamation point, Jordan.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
What would be that split by a lot?
Rip. All right. We're going to open betting again and reshuffle these tiles. So that's really a whole game right there. It's a super quick, fun game. It's all about the different tile placements, trying to balance how you help other people versus getting ahead for yourself.
All right. So what? First 1 to 2 wins.
Yeah, I like that.
This game's quick enough.
Unless I win the next one.
No, then it's over.
Then it's
Then
over.
it's
Okay.
over. Jordan
All right,
ruined it.
sweet. Let's go, chat. Let's get out of here
That's
early.
what first 1 to 2 means.
Here, you want some of
You
those?
gotta fix
I was gonna
the camera there, buddy.
shuffle them.
No, I don't want to fix the camera.
No problem with tile games.
Yeah, I was side shuffling because.
Oh wait, we need to undo the split then. There we go.
I mean,
Well, because game over, we immediately go to scoring game.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. So now we're actually just
Scoring
going to
game.
best of whatever.
Yeah.
First to 2. Best of doesn't make sense in this.
Yeah. Don't let Jordan shuffle the bad tiles over here, okay? I'm gonna grab some. You guys want anything?
Things are looking good
no,
to
I'm
start
good.
with, and then,
And then Sam and I.
well, the collusion didn't help,
Yeah.
but
Collusion!
they colluded in such a way that actually cut off like what would have been my best play, where I would get 3.
Oh, damn. And then I got 2 turns in a row where I got super lucky getting 3.
That's really nice. If you can get an unclaimed vine, because I was looking to cut off as many of those while growing myself,
Yeah.
and I think it was okay.
Yeah, I realized that, like, you have to spread out so you don't get cut off. And you also have to, like, try and... I think it's,
So-
like, early help other people, late help yourself.
No, that might be a good argument for, even if it means just helping another person, if you can fill up the tile you're on, so you can then take things far off.
Yeah. All right. So, 1, 2, 3.
Un, deux, trois.
Un, deux, trois. Un, deux, trois.
I do think there's a pretty substantial luck element in terms of just having the tiles.
Yes.
Like, you then need to do the analysis
Yep.
to use it, but like,
Yeah.
if you don't
Yeah.
get the tiles to work with you, you're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, I also definitely think that there's an element of like thinking ahead to like potential combos you might be opening up for other people. All right, it says winner goes first.
Nice.
Of course it does.
So, betting is open. If you all want to bet on who's going to win the second game, get those bets in now. All right, I got to think this through.
Thank you, Mark.
He believes in you.
Is he a shill? Like, what's going on?
Yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
Seems good.
I'm trying to think through
I know, right?
I'm trying to think 2 turns ahead to see if I can like
Mark
set
said
up.
sunk cost fallacy.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Nah, it's fine. We're gonna do trying to like leave people with less options here, which I think means
That's how I got you.
I think less options means that. So I'm gonna claim that
Get the one.
and bloom that.
Beautiful.
And that's my turn.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
All right.
I invested a lot of time in Sam. Yeah, Sam has you in trouble.
Do the same thing.
Okay. do
Look at
this
that
one.
beautiful green you could connect. Nice.
Oh, need to draw. Herpin. Herpin a derpin.
I'm gonna do. How can I do this?
No.
That sounds about right.
And then you'll kill me.
That sounds about right.
Jeez. Got grim.
You don't need to do that, Mark. I bequeath all my tilts to you after I die.
Tilts, yeah.
All right, we're gonna.
What do we got going on, my man?
I think we have to cut off the thing that Cameron started setting up, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to do this because I don't have that connector, unfortunately. Very sad.
Wow.
We're gonna go ahead and claim that.
Fucking aggro. I see how it is.
Hey, no, don't leave someone a 3-point play just sitting out there.
Oh, I didn't leave someone a 3-point play.
You left yourself,
Left me a 3-point play.
which is why I cut that off. It's okay. The only thing in Sam's digital will is his waffle maker
It's true.
and the entire recordings of his Twitch Sings career,
That is also a
which
thing.
will be worth millions one day. The waffles are good, though. I gotta admit, the waffles are good. I like how it looks like there's just a firework exploding from Cameron's head, whereas Sam is sprouting.
That's just
a
how
weird
exciting
flower.
it is to be around here.
Okay, I'm not sure this is the right play, but I'm gonna make it anyway.
Is it giving me points?
It is giving you points.
Okay. No, it's not. It's giving yourself points.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Oh,
Yes,
yes,
it
it
is.
is.
It's
Yes!
absolutely the right play. I don't own that vine yet.
I forgot.
Everyone thought I would, but it hasn't connected.
Oh, wow.
The connection.
Yeah,
is-
I made a mistake.
Oh, I done fucked that one up.
Actually, that's just 2, right?
Yep. And you get the other side. You get 3, Sam.
I get 3.
Sam pulls out to an early lead.
I tried to unrig it, and then I rigged it.
Yep, pretty much.
It's not gonna happen, Mark.
Okay.
Unless
To be
Kate
fair,
Potts has something to say about it.
I would have done it if you didn't.
That blooms, and I claim this one.
Nice. All right. Well, I think the answer here has got to be catch up to Sam, which means that Cameron and I are on the same team momentarily.
Oh, shit.
So
You're gonna
Cameron
play
gets a
so
double bloom,
many things.
and then I get to claim this, and then I get 2 gifts. So I'm going to take this, and what else am I going to take? I'm going to go ahead and take this.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm giving Cameron points, I might as well deny him future points.
Alright, let's see here.
Hey, Mr. Draco, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Sam's currently attempting to figure out how to crush us in 2 turns.
You don't think it's gonna happen? Not with these tiles.
Ba, 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 ba. Betting is open, by the way, Mr. Draco. I am 0. Cameron is 1. No,
I am 0.
Cameron's 0. I'm 1. Sam is 2. If you want to bet on who's going to win the game.
Ooh, I don't know if this is the right play at all, but I'm gonna do it because it looks
Seems
fun.
good.
Sam is white.
And you get yours. You get a play.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This
No,
is
that
a
is
good play.
no, that is a good play because you get 2 to R1. You
Well,
get 3
and
to
he
R1.
gets the double bloom for the
Yeah,
base.
no, that's definitely a good play.
Okay. So now the question is, where else do I want to bloom?
Yes. So Sam is white, I'm green, Cameron is yellow. And what just
And I
happened
get
here,
2 blooms, right?
as Sam is thinking, yeah.
Now you get 2 claims.
Two, sorry.
Yeah. So
2 gifts.
his tile placement allowed Cameron to extend his color here. Can you make it big for them, Sam?
Yeah.
Because this was a really good move that I want to show people. So this one bloomed here, and mine here also bloomed into this tile. So we each got to place one. Sam got to claim this one, which then bloomed into the center, and then he got 2 gifts from what he placed. And you're claiming this one and that one?
I think it's this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's this one.
The caption said Sam is trying to figure out how to cross-dress in 2 turns.
Hey,
Hey, who would?
He's still practicing his quick switch routine. It takes him 2
I'm no
turns.
Superman, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Place this here.
He's an amateur.
So Sam's gonna get his bloom
Why are you helping Sam? He's winning.
because then I'll take this claim
And another one.
and I have another one. And I think the other one is gonna be here. Oh, I can't because it's off the tile. It has to be here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have the option, it has to be on the tile.
Okay. I'm gonna draw.
Man, I am sad that I don't have that. Is there anything I can help myself with? Oh, this will go well. Yes, anything that hurts Sam is good for me.
That's about right.
That's just a general rule Jordan
right.
goes by in his whole life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull the camera down on this. So here's what happens. This blooms. Sam and I both can bloom into that one, so as the active player, I get to choose who blooms, and
Yep.
obviously choose myself, and then I
Claim
claim the last one.
Very good. How many do you have left? 4.
I have 4, Sam has 5, Cameron has 5, and I went first, so that's about right. If
All right, so-
not in my favor.
So, in the future, on that vine, what happens?
It's the open end, so mine would bloom.
Got it.
Yeah.
If we were in a scenario where both ends were open-ended, it would be one side versus
Yep.
the other.
Yep.
Whoever's got the adjacent files.
Yeah.
And potentially you could, like, make it so it had 3.
Yes.
If you really wanted to make it complicated.
Not
no way
three,
to get-
no 3
not to-
open ends. But
Not
you could
open
have 3
ends, but
colors.
you could have 3 colors.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You
Yes.
could have 4 colors in theory. If you practice that. gets
About that giveaway from forever ago, Mr. Draco? What giveaway?
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Oh, did
Sorry.
Sam.
I have to send it to you.
Blame Sam!
Blame Sam.
Exclamation point splits. I don't know. We don't have a blame Sam.
That's
matter,
right,
blame
you
Sam.
don't. That's right, you don't have a blame Sam.
Everyone just hashtag blame Sam in chat. That's all we really need. Also, since we're getting close, I'm going to go ahead and stop the betting unless Mr. Draco wants to place a bet real quick.
I feel like it's a little late for bets, but I think we can make an exception for Mr. Drake.
Yeah, he just got here.
He seems like a cool cat.
And he hashtag blame Sam.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
that earns him enough time to fix his bet.
What are you doing, buddy?
Okay, I think this is the right play.
Will light 3 under window breaks. Okay, I'll take that. Get a bloom.
Yeah, I wanted that, but I didn't.
So
You take
I
that.
place.
I wanted that for my own, but I didn't have the right
I
combo.
bloom.
And then
Yep.
gift to the blue.
And then you
And
claim
I
and gift.
gift.
Oh wait, sorry, you just gift because the first one was a claim. That brings Sam down to 2, everyone.
Which I don't
Okay.
think helps anyone at this point.
Okay. I think this is the play.
Cameron making big moves.
Bloom. Claim.
Yep. Just make sure it's clear what color those are on. All right. So that puts Cameron at 1. So basically, on Cameron's next turn, he wins, if not sooner.
Yeah, but I think there's enough unclaimed that Sam almost certainly gets it before I do.
Oh, because he could just do a claim blue.
If he can place a blue, or
Yeah.
if he can place a yellow.
So really,
or-
it's whether I can win.
Yeah.
That's not true. He might just not have the colors, but it seems unlikely.
The only way for me to win, I think, is to
Ooh, well,
get
you could.
both myself and Sam and claim
That's true.
and another one.
If you could natural 3 and force me to only use
If
one.
I can, no, I would have to be able to bloom And I would have to be able to double bloom and claim, or I have to be
Double bloom,
and claim and give you
Gift.
a gift, and that's the
which
and
you literally can't do.
You can.
I don't think there's anything on the board that
On the
Oh
board,
yeah,
no,
okay.
no.
You can
That
do
scenario is possible.
basically I would need. Actually, hold on.
You don't have a green purple here or something you can take?
This is if I had all three of these in a way that didn't intersect, it would be possible. But I don't think there's any tiles that have the same color twice.
No, I don't believe so. At least I haven't seen them yet.
Because I actually have tiles with that color, but it doesn't help me.
Cool. I assume you have some method of achieving victory in your hand.
Probably.
He probably does. I'm trying to see if there's only like 2 spaces where Sam and I share an opening.
Do you have a pink? Do you have a red? Do you have a yellow? Do you have
All
a
right.
green? Do you have
Let's
a blue?
see.
Do I have a one?
One person bet on Cameron's, one person bet on Sam. But I could king make here.
That is true. You could
But
elect to.
I
ruin
will.
Sam's
I will
game.
say it probably doesn't matter at this phase of the game because it's first to 2.
Yeah.
If it was one of us picking between you and Cameron, or if it was me
Well,
picking
here's the
between
here's the thing. Me winning means I go first, which means to be ahead of him in the turn order next game.
But is that a good thing?
To be ahead of him in turn order?
If he wins, the second place player will have won both games so far.
Oh.
The person who started lost both games
Jordan
and
said
was
it
in last.
0.
Yeah.
I think you've learned your lesson.
But no, I'm gonna stick with.
That actually might make sense because you're so limited. Like, you can't have a power move turn
Yeah.
1.
But I'm gonna stick with my policy of not giving people wins if it doesn't help me. Right? Like I'm not gonna king make just to spite Sam if it doesn't help me win.
Well, if your second player thing is true, then you want me to win.
Yeah, but I don't have enough data to believe that.
If that's true,
Then
then
that
it's
would
just
be-
a matter of time before he wins.
Yeah.
Because then I would win, then you would win, and then he would win. and
Yeah.
it would be-
So what I'm yeah.
I'm not saying it's inescapable, but if it's correct, it seems to have an edge.
That's fair.
I don't think that there is a way. All right, I'm just gonna since there's no way for me to win, I'm gonna
Just do
go
your
with
best.
I'm gonna go with the path that gives me the most points without helping anyone. So I'm gonna bloom here, and then I'm gonna claim this, and then I'm gonna bloom, and I'm gonna have one left, and I'm going to not do anything, and I'm gonna lose to Sam all because I placed that one tile that gave him 3 early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my fault.
I guess I'll just do this.
Oh no! Surprise! Sam had a color.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, there's a timer out? Yes, there is a timer. We can't bring Steve back because he would blow through our splits forever.
Yeah, it's true.
Actually, no, we should have had Steve on the inaugural stream so that we could start with low numbers on the splits.
It's a good
High
point.
numbers?
Or high numbers. Bad numbers.
Bad numbers.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations,
Imaginary
Sam.
numbers.
Everyone who bet on Sam wins.
I got you your points back, Mark.
Wow.
got
At least
him-
some of them.
He lost 100 and then he made like
25.
25. Yeah.
Wait, really? That's the
Wait,
differential?
it's only one. Wait,
Yeah,
it's not
I'm
even a
gonna fix
1-to-1
that.
payout?
It's supposed to be a 1-to-1 payout, but it wasn't for some reason.
All right.
Bet $1, win a nickel.
Yeah, I'm putting it back to a 1-to-1 payout.
Yeah, we call that a rake.
Hey, the house always wins. All right,
Not only do we get to print them,
Sam
we'll
is going.
steal them from you.
Sam is going first, and if you believe in patterns, Cameron's going to win. Place your bets now.
I don't know if you believe in patterns is the right statement there.
If you believe in magic.
shuffle those up.
Yeah. Probably
So
wanna come in
game
with
number 3, Sam and I are playing for the win. Cameron's playing to get on the board. Anything could happen.
Wow.
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 The fun is playing. Yes.
The fun is
playing.
betting.
Fun is where it happens here.
Do. Speaking of which, do you want to open that other bottle or save it?
Fuck yeah, I'll crack it open. Let
Alright.
me go. My second play, and then I'll grab it.
Yep. He's betting on Sam again. Wait,
Bold move, Cotton.
Oh, I don't think you have 100 tilts to bet, Mark.
Wow.
Draco's betting on me.
Do we have?
Oh, wait, no, he's
No,
betting on
no, he's
Cameron.
betting
Damn
on
it.
Cameron.
I don't know why I keep thinking I'm 0.
Do we have margin betting or loans?
Shorts. You can bet on
Oh,
some of these.
okay.
I'll give Mark 11 tilts if I had them, or if I knew how to. Can we give things?
I don't know. Here, have some more tiles. I don't think we have an exclamation point give enabled.
I'll just even it out.
It's not a default part of the bot.
Oh, never mind. I'm not evening it out.
Yep.
That number is
Perfect. Get those bets in now, chat.
Okay, time to start the option trimming. See if I can ruin some people's plans. What's this one?
That's just an extra tile.
The tile pile? Pile of tile?
Pile of tile.
Okay, I'm gonna get that wine.
All right.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Bow. Oh, thank you, Cameron. I'm just gonna claim that while it's available. I don't know if he was setting it up for himself, but I'll take it. I'm gonna claim there. Bloom, and that's my turn. Taking that early lead.
Bloom.
Going for the victory, chat. Bet on me now. do. Maverick Mark is a socializer.
What were you thinking before?
What?
What were you thinking before?
Oh,
You
for setting
give him a
up a
move.
triple.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the bloom and the double.
Oh, nice. Yeah, bloom yourself.
Bloom. Boom.
We definitely were a lot more cautious with our gift blooming in the second game.
Speak for yourselves. I have gifted no one anything. That's not true. I gifted him one thing.
Ha! I'm a socialist, but whatever.
Fucking commies.
Socialists are socializers if they make other people into socialists. Right? That's
Wow.
how that works.
Got deep.
Deep is not the word I would use to describe that.
Sorry,
Trying to figure out how to win 1,000,000 points.
I'm something like that. Trying to.
I'm trying to figure out how to give Sam 80 billion points.
Thanks.
Seems like you did the first game. And you
Oh.
won.
What? Oh, snap.
Okay. Maybe I'm focusing on the wrong end. What else
Don't you
can I
dare do something.
do? Don't you dare do things. Oh,
I don't
no.
actually. I should probably look at my tiles.
Maybe.
You have that purple, right? Okay.
What purple? Oh, Sam. Yeah, Sam has a purple. Here. I'll put it on the X. I think putting it on the open end is probably a good
I will say that is one thing.
idea.
You know, it could be interesting.
When
no,
possible.
that doesn't work.
When possible, put it on the open end if there's only one. I think that makes sense.
I was gonna say it would be like I know it's probably against the spirit of the game, but it would be interesting if you like did this, right? Because then,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But-
that's cute.
Yeah.
or like maybe
bloom
when that happens, you do
Yep.
it or something.
And then I claim. And that claim will be here, I believe. Or do I take this for the... No, I get that for that. It's open on
Well,
both ends.
yeah, you can't do that.
Oh, I
one.
can't, because he's got it. Yeah.
Yep.
What are you trying to do,
Thankfully,
son?
this is going to be a fun. This is going to be just like the first game, except not fun for Cameron. So just like the first game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to judge this game
Sam,
too harshly.
take your
but-
double bloom.
Ooh, double bloom.
Wow.
And then I'm going to claim and bloom and then get 2 gifts from Sam.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I think. I think we're going to go ahead and do. Wait, no, that's mine. I don't want to do that. We're going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to draw a tile. All right, we're going to close betting very soon, so get your bets in if you haven't yet, chat. I'm not even going to tell you what the current score is. You're just going to have to look at the board and place your bets.
I have another tile. All the tiles.
That changes everything.
Nah, it doesn't change much. Okay. I think I play this.
You totally wanted to rotate it one more.
Nope. So, Cameron, you get yours. I get my bloom.
I was pretty close in my gamble, though. That, like, you actually had a tile that had all three colors. It just wasn't arranged in a way that all three of us could bloom.
Yeah.
But that would have been pretty epic if it worked out.
Gonna need to do this.
Goofy, if you want to bet, you do exclamation point. Maverick's got it. There you go. Yep. Cameron is 0. I am 1. Sam is 2. You can bet up to 100 tilts. So if you wanted to bet 100 tilts on Sam, you would do bet to 100. All right, Goofy's betting on me. All right, we're going to go ahead and close the betting.
Once I got
About
a
10
bet,
seconds.
I'm close
Yeah,
to
now
betting.
that I have a bet, it's fine. Where did you claim, by the way?
So I claimed
There,
here,
and then you're
and I
gifted.
gifted
Okay.
here.
Okay.
All right, we're closing the betting. Boom.
Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so far behind.
Just got to find that mega play.
Well, I had a couple good-ish options early, but they got blocked off, and I've just not drawn the tiles to make it happen since.
Yeah. I mean, my mega play was just really lucky that the mega play that Sam set up for himself also aligned with me getting an extra bloom for free. That was a 4 meeple play for me. It's what I needed at the end of last game to close it out. But alas. Just one last.
But she last. Okay. I'm going to keep going slow and steady. I think it means I'm going to lose, though, but it's sort of the best I got.
I mean, you play with what you got, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? You might get some help if you get a good combo from someone else.
It's true.
Who's looking for someone to help.
I feel like at the end there should be like longest road.
Fun fact, Jordan's actually Roman for champion of all board games.
Wow.
You lie.
I thought it was Roman for eats lead paint.
That's.
Thought it was lad.
I mean, they're both true.
We actually talked at lunch today. We're chatting with people about like lead plumbing for the Romans and lead sugar as a sweetener. So good times.
Interesting. What
if
is
you wanted
lead
to go mad.
sugar?
It's I think it's like lead sulfite or something. It's very sweet apparently, and lead, so not good to eat.
Got it. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. You think it tastes sweet, so all right.
You know,
Yeah.
Cameron, you didn't leave me a lot of ways to help you.
Yeah, it's okay. It's like, oh, I got a bad case of that silver liver. Better dose them with some more mercury.
Something like that.
Jordan, how many do you have left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Cool.
How many do you have?
6.
Great.
Got the Ocho as well, but I've already played, so it's not looking so good.
Why else would you eat paint chips? They're sweet as heck.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It reminds me of the time I forgot. Was in an office where we had like spray air, and it had the bittering agent.
Oh, I know. That's so
And so we tried it just to see like how bad it was. It's bad. It's really bad.
You've never like got it on your keyboard and like tasted it afterwards?
No. We sprayed it into a cup and like.
No, I mean
figured.
I know, but like
No.
without ever intentionally huffing
No.
it, I knew it was not good.
All
We
right.
weren't even really huffing it, but yeah.
I'm going to make a.
Go full Steve-O.
I think I'm going to make a risky play here.
Do it.
Just to see what happens.
One has to risk it for the biscuit.
Sam gets a bloom.
Interesting.
I also get a bloom. And then I claim this one. And I get a gift from Sam. And that gift can go anywhere on the board.
This
But all the
changes
gifts are hot garbage.
everything.
Like, there's no open claim that does better than one.
It's true. So it was a net zero play. The reason I did it is the opportunity to get to place anywhere. And I'm hoping that being able to place somewhere other than the tile that I placed will help me get better coverage, is what I'm going for.
Yeah.
And I think... we're going to do... Plus, like, opportunities to set up future plays maybe is high. All right, we're gonna do this, and hopefully Sam can't make a 5-pointer, because then this would be a really terrible decision.
I mean, if anyone can get 5 points in the turn, it's basically game
But
over, right?
I evened us up. He started, and I have put the game on a faster clock. So it's just a matter of, did I change things in a way? Like, it would have been 6-6 instead of 5-5. So did getting to place this change things in a way that helped me more? That's the question. And I don't know the answer yet.
But he's ahead of you in the turn order.
Yes.
So
But it was net equal.
yeah.
What?
I'm just wondering if his ability to get 3 and 2 better than your ability to get 3 and 2 at this point now on that. I don't know. It's very hard to know.
It's unknown. Yeah, that's why I'm taking an interesting. I think it's an interesting gamble that adds some tension, given that we both already have a win.
Okay, I think I know. Based on what you just did, I think this is the optimal play for me. So I will choose myself to bloom.
I mean, if you have that,
and then I will claim, and then bloom.
I would have absolutely did that if I had that, but mine were reversed.
Yeah.
For fucking real.
Mine were the opposite order, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Tiles.
So the question is, can Sam get 2 next turn? And I don't know the answer.
I don't know if there's really a way
Wait.
for him not to.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way to stop him. So now you get to king make.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
All right, help me bloom 2.
I don't even know if he. Okay, if he had exactly the right tiles, you are in a number of positions where he could bloom 2 for you.
Yeah, but it's unlikely.
Yeah.
The math works out that I probably should have not put it on a 5 meeple clock. 6 would have been safer. But 5 is like, one of those turns is a guaranteed turn. This is the math part of the game that I'm enjoying figuring out.
So I'll show you the tiles that I here.
My tiles are fucking awful. It's really disappointing. Like, I can't do anything that I need to do.
Yeah.
Like, I have this red, like, all ready to go, and I have no red. Not a single red line. Okay, plan.
You just get a king make him? I want a turn. That's bullshit.
Hold on, you should get to play the.
No, you're out,
Yeah, you already won. I at least could have gotten close because I had that.
You had the opportunity to give me the win instead of him?
Oh. So here's the thing, Jordan. I had this
So
for my turn,
So literally my turn didn't matter.
or I could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had a guaranteed. You had 2 guaranteed 3 turns. So the only way to stop you, regardless of the turn that I did, would be for someone to have blocked one of those without knowing they needed to block it.
There's another option where you don't gift the same person over and over to get your extra moves.
I didn't.
Oh, wait.
I didn't gift the same person.
All right.
I gifted you 2.
I never got a gift.
Yeah, you did.
This turn? This game?
Yeah. How did this one come about?
I played it.
He played
Then
it.
how did I get one here in the middle of?
Oh, I
Sam's?
guess not. Okay, that's I
I
lied.
gifted
You
you.
gave me 1. Okay.
That's right.
Okay. There's 1 on the clock.
All right, whoever
Dream, you
bet
know it.
Sam wins.
All right.
I guess that Sam
That's-
split because we're in the scoring phase.
Scoring didn't take very long.
We have to pick the winner. All right, look. Maverick Mark gets 138 tilts.
Mark, you're really raking in
He's
the
back
points.
to break even.
You're back to break even. Actually,
What a champion.
I
he
think he
actually
net-
pretty
he-
much
no.
is exactly back to break
Yeah,
even.
he netted a little bit because I changed the payout.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
Those are mine. But that's it.
There is now.
No, you got 20 extra.
He got them all.
Mark, you only bet.
Here.
Yeah, you bet 89.
Well, he
You got
bet
what?
he bet 100 the first time.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Cool. Look and feel. We're running out of.
Yes.
We're already 2 minutes behind, Jordan.
Oh my God! Look and
We're gonna miss
feel.
this split.
Yeah, we're gonna miss the split. I think it's a gorgeous game, honestly. I think the vine art is simple, but it's very pretty.
I'm sorry, I was taking those. You were showing them off.
And it's vibrant. I like the black background with the contrast of the colors. That's really nice. It's simple and reminds me of Suro, right?
It reminds me a lot of Suro, yeah.
Not necessarily, somewhat in the gameplay, but like the tiles are similar. And I think the meeples are cool.
He's up by 8 or 9.
Yeah. All right, Sam. You have any thoughts?
I'm look and feel. I'm a 5, 4, 4.
I think I'm a 4.
I'm a 4. The first turn I did ask.
The back is cool too.
I did ask Cameron to look at like this one because I didn't know if this was the only color. But once I realized this just had all 6 colors, then it was
Yes.
kind of self-explanatory.
You want to flip over?
Boom.
I meant the
Get the split.
stream.
You know, it's
But
a good
yes,
looking.
but also the split.
It's a good looking game. I like the stylized vines. They're each visually distinct and nice looking, which can be hard. I think it'd be really cool to have a little more photorealism, but you might end up with a lot more muddied vines, and
Yeah.
if you can't see them well, it's really hard to keep track.
Some of them kind of look like science DNA strand type and like chemical
Yeah, these
stuff,
purple ones especially. Yeah.
like crystallization things. But it's really cool.
Yeah, it's slick.
All right, visual accessibility.
5.
I think it's a 4. Only because
Maybe
all,
because-
only because all of the player meeples are exactly the same shape and only distinguishable by color. And there's a color we didn't use, which is orange, which is close enough to
Pretty
yellow.
close to
Like they
yellow,
could have
yeah.
picked a blue or something instead of orange. But overall, the vines are super distinct, so it's a 4.
Yeah,
Cool. Learning.
super quick.
Yeah, I think it's a 5 for learning. It was super easy. The rule book basically covered everything really nicely with visual instructions for like how things worked with the tiles. It's like big bold letters that mark out each section, and there's like a part that's very quickly says like plant a tile, check for blooms, claim a vine, check for blooms, claim cliffs, check for blooms, draw back to 3, which is like that's all you really need to do. And if you were to play the game again, you would refresh your memory by just reading that and know exactly what you needed to do.
Yeah.
So
I will say my only real complaint, and I think this probably goes a little bit into look and feel, was the idea that if you have 3 placed on a tile that looks like this, where it's not just 3 distinct lines, it's hard to know where to put it to avoid the most confusion.
Yeah.
You eventually track it back, but yeah.
could have been cool if they put little meeple outlines at the edge of each tile
Yeah.
as like a place you could put one.
I mean, yeah, so I think
It might look cluttered.
I'm probably a 2 on this. I mean, Jordan beat the split by like 5 minutes. That's pretty
Oh,
impressive.
for learning? Well,
For the rules.
You mean a 4 because high is good now?
Oh, what?
Because we changed it to be like the whole learning experience, not like just learning curve.
Keep changing the rules on
No,
me. Fine, it's a 4.
Okay.
Change the
rules,
rules too.
How about you?
I rate the
Cameron?
complexity on the rules.
Are we talking complexity or rules?
No,
no.
learning
Learning the game.
Learning
Learning's
experience.
super quick. It's quick, it's easy, it's fun. I could see having a good time playing this with like your
Yeah.
little cousins or something.
Yeah.
Which kind of leads into the complexity.
Yep. Cool. All right.
I don't know. I like the
Well, we'll talk about that right now as
Right
we
now.
move over the splits. So complexity. You had some thoughts.
It's a little too light to be like a favorite for me. I enjoyed it, and maybe if we played more, I would have a better grasp of the strategy. But I think I've got a pretty good feel for it.
So
And
from an objective standpoint, where would you say the complexity ranks on a scale of 1 to 5? Because like one of the things we talk about here on the stream is like different players have different preferences for complexity. So from an objective standpoint, do you think this is like a 1, a 2? Do you think it's like super
Candyland's a
complex?
1,
Yeah.
and Twilight Imperium is a 5,
Yeah.
I'm putting this at a 1.5.
Yeah, it's a 2 for me. I think it's dead simple. It is the only.
Maybe I'd go 2, because there are meaningful choices. They just don't always show up for you.
I am caught between a 2 and a 3 only because, in a relative sense, I think this is slightly more complex than Suro, which we already kind of made a comparison to.
Yeah.
In that you have to think about how the blooming works a little bit. So,
Don't you
but I
kind of-
but I don't think it's. I think we've given a lot of things a 3 in the past that were more complex with this. So I'm going to stick to 2.
In Suro, it's been a long time, but if you place a tile that moves someone else, you can kill them, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
but,
and I think it's the same.
yeah, but in
the same-
Suro, it's like there's only one piece per person, and they always just advance forward.
Yeah.
So it's like a little simpler.
So
Sam?
I'm basically a 2, but the reality is I would not. So I think this game is more complicated than it is strategically deep, and that
Interesting.
is 100% flipped from how I would think about Sura.
You're right.
So
Yeah.
let's call it a 2, but I'm probably going to give, now that we moved to strategic depth, also a 2, but like a low 2. And it's the RNG of the tile draw matters a lot more in this game than in Sura.
That's true.
I agree.
If this game's RNG was play a tile, discard up to 1, draw 2,
Ooh, I would
that
like that more.
tremendously changes the complexity of this game because
Yes.
you can easily get stuck with bad tiles.
Yep, there was a situation. In fact, in this last game, I was searching for that thing I could do on the last
Yeah.
turn, the turning the red so I could get a double. And I took me several turns to actually draw one, by which point Sam already had the victory.
Yeah. The in the last game, I had a lot. I lucked out, drew a lot of blue-pink pairs, which like that's why I had like I had blue coming all the way out because I was like, oh, well, I'll just play this pair
Yeah.
and eventually connect them. And so yeah.
And I had the blue-pink pairs in the opposite order that I needed them in to do what you did. Or I would have pulled off the victory instead of you, because it was that same exact spot.
Yep. Cool. So I'm a 2.
I agree. I think it's a 2 for strategic depth. I think there's more. There's only like one thing you do on a turn, which is play a tile. You think a little bit ahead, but you're mostly just thinking about like how do I optimize the board state in this exact turn. So
Yeah, it's missing just like one other thing to do that would make it complicated enough. Whether it's being able to discard 1 tile, whether it's being able to like replant something, you know, like
When you play,
Yeah.
when you play a tile that doesn't match someone's vine, they wither.
and again that
exactly.
Yeah, and again, we're talking about personal preference here in terms of how we think as players. For some people, a 2 complexity, 2 strategic depth is exactly what they're looking for, depending on
That's
the use
correct.
case.
All right.
What's our next split?
Excitement.
I'm actually a 3, in that I would have fun playing this game again. I had fun playing the game.
Yo.
I'm not gonna fight for it to. I'm not gonna fight to pull it off the shelf or like advocate for it at a party. But if someone's like, I want to play Trellis, I'm in to play. I think this would be a really fun game to play, like you mentioned, with like nephews and nieces and other kids. But it's not like a game that is only fun if you're a kid.
Yeah, that's sort of my hallmark for a good game to play with either people who just don't play board games or like friends and family who are a little younger.
Yeah.
Something that I'm going to enjoy playing, but they can play, like learn and enjoy and have a
Yep.
good time is really awesome. Like we're always looking for those. So that's nice.
Yeah.
Can I throw out an interesting variant idea
Yeah.
that would make this super fun? You set up Sura,
Bloom, drink, bloom, drink.
you set up Trellis, and you set up a timer, like a hold timer for each player. And so you have to play both games and finish it within like 5 minutes.
It's Blitz,
It's like,
Trellis,
yeah,
boxing,
Blitz,
chess.
Trellis Sura. It's simple enough where it could work.
Maverick saying it seems like a social game. Not really think about it too hard while you pound back beers.
now I really want to make a version of Suro where it couldn't use these tiles, but I want to make a version of Suro where every line has a unique color, and you can only rotate the tile in a way that your color stays continuous the whole way. So you start literally on the color. It doesn't have to be the color of your piece, but like there's maybe 3 color options on tiles, and you can only play it rotated in a way that your color is always the same.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably a 3. Once again, I think, like, I wouldn't pull it off, but if someone else said, let's play it, it's brief enough that I'm not hurt by it.
I mean, we played 3 games in an hour, a little less than that, 45 minutes, maybe.
And I would say that we may have been more contemplative than like maybe your average Trellis play.
Yeah.
In some of our moves.
The game says 10 plus. I think you can play it with younger players, though I think that my nephew could do it, but and I think he's 7. Oh, wait, is he older now?
I think it's probably 10 plus, so you don't eat the pieces.
Well, yeah, but I think that
Just make the pieces
the point that Sam made earlier about like the complexity of thinking things through being higher than the depth is like, I could see my nephew having trouble in his head understanding the effects of placing a tile in terms of all the bloom chaining.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I see, because I could see them saying, oh, okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm always going to try to match the most.
Right.
And that being like
Really bad.
Yeah, or just really only focusing on their own and not really thinking about the gifting. All of that is not a bad thing, though. Like, it is great to have a game that kids can play with simple strategy and grow into. And I think this is a game that has that.
Well, I was going to say with the always maximize connections, because of how gifting works, technically, like you are always
Be really good.
better off.
Yeah.
It's just maybe not a suboptimal play.
Right.
Like
Unless-
it doesn't hurt you.
Unless you do something like this where there's nothing and you can only claim one of them and the other
Yes,
one's
that would
open
be
to
bad.
someone else.
Yeah.
That's what my thought was.
Yeah,
If you do
yeah.
that, like you end up with a lot of opportunities where
Other people take advantage.
you essentially give people stuff, but you don't get anything in return.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Cool.
So,
And your spiel. Jordan has an hour for it.
yes, all right.
You might make it.
40 minutes.
So that's Trellis, everyone. Thank you all for checking it out. I think it's a fun game. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but I when I was looking at it earlier, I think it's like maybe $25 on Amazon, so it's
Bet
really cheap.
100. Have we closed betting? Or?
Yeah, no, I think Mark actually makes a great point. We were drinking while we played the game.
Not enough.
That's why I
got a
won.
bottle left.
Yeah, if I was having a board game party or just a regular party, and I had been just drinking, and I wanted a game that was not a party game, some of which can get old really fast, this would possibly go from a 3 to a 4 in that situation for excitement, where I might
How waterproof
suggest
are the
it
tiles?
because they're not. No,
do
they're
not wet.
They're the normal I forget what they're called, but the normal cardboard.
They're like
stock.
heavy duty cardstock.
Yeah. So
Oh, they can't see the camera.
yeah, so that's Trellis. Huge thank you to Breaking Games for sending us the copy of this to check it out. Fun game, really beautiful. If you're someone who loves beautiful art in games and you want something that's like not super complicated for your game group, I think this is another game that I would actually say that this is a perfect example of a great entry level board game.
Yeah, and
More than stuff like the classic Settlers and Ticket to Ride stuff, which I actually actively don't want to play anymore, and I look for things to replace those in my how to get people hooked on board games list, and I think this is that kind of game.
I can see that. I think it's lacking a little like level of crunch.
Yes.
To be that, to take that intro slot, but I can see what you mean,
Yeah.
and I'm very similar.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty burnt out on Settlers.
Yeah. So like, for example, my mom likes board games, but she's in her 70s and doesn't pick up new games that fast. she can play stuff like Settlers and Ticket to Ride, but sometimes she'll like take a long time thinking it through, or she'll need like a refresher, even though she's played it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I think this would be a perfect game for her, and she would really enjoy it. So, what do we have coming up?
Good.
What are we playing next week, Sam?
Dialect?
Woo! Very excited. For those of you who
You tool.
were around.
Or whatever thing we call tools.
Yeah, I forgot what it was.
What's a dialect?
So Dialect is a storytelling game where you essentially like invent words for stuff.
You build a language.
You build a language. And so I think we said, what was, God, I can't remember any of our words.
Yeah.
Some of them were shilling.
Look it up.
Shilling. Was that work?
No.
Tilling.
Tilling
was work.
Tilling, yeah.
Tilling was work.
So
Tilling and shilling are both already words.
no. So the
Work.
okay. So the way
Yeah.
it works, you can make up random words, but the part of what makes it fun is you have different aspects to the story that are important. And in our case, we were a colony on Mars who was trying to grow something. I forget what coffee.
Coffee.
We're
Not
trying to grow
potatoes.
coffee on Mars. And so one of the things, then once you have the aspects, you'll get prompts that are like, we need you to come up with a word that explains this concept and ties to one of the aspects. So the first word that we had was, we need a word for the concept of work. Basically, what is your like local society vernacular that is developed in your little enclosed community? And so what we tied it to was the aspect of
The growing.
coffee beans. So then we decided that work, the word for work was tilling.
It's not grinding.
No,
It's a grind.
I think we used that for something else, to be honest.
grinding was an option, but like we went with tilling. And so like you basically over the course of the game you add more words to the lexicon that tie to the aspects of the story so that they have meaning. And you could make up completely unknown words if you want, but when we were playing, it very naturally made sense to use real words from our language, but assign them a new meaning that made sense in the
I
context
mean, that
of the
makes sense.
story.
It's going to be harder if you're like, oh, working is going to the garble stomp.
Right, and the idea would be that like you're exploring what happens when people who have a language, in this case English, because we all spoke English, but you could do this with any language, become isolated over a period of time, and they start to develop their own sub-dialect of the language, right? So you're not exploring creating a new language from scratch. It's like how Portuguese in Brazil is different from Portuguese in Portugal, right? Because they have developed it. Except in this case, all of the stories are designed around being like super isolated. Like we were literally a colony on Mars that had lost contact with Earth, right? So like total isolation is how all of the stories are set up.
So in what way is it a game? Like how is it scored? How
Nothing. It's
Nothing.
it's a
Yeah.
story.
Okay.
It is
It's
a
like a
storytelling
storytelling system.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a storytelling system, so it has mechanics that prompt the storytelling. So it's like the card that asked us to assign a word for work also had a prompt at the bottom that set up a situation, and you pick someone to be in that situation with you, and then you told the story about it.
That's a good line. You have the most intense conversation you've ever role played in absolute gobbledygook.
Yes. Hello, Brand Standing. I'm glad that you've played Dialect. So, anyways, to get back to why we were talking about it, we played it was it last month or in March? It was recently. We played it very recently with one of the creators of the game, Hakan, who was gracious enough to come in and join us in person. And we really enjoyed it. Chat really enjoyed it. So we're going to be playing it again next week. Guilty will be back. We may have some special guests.
I was going to say, would Chelsea be here? Because
Yes.
I bet that'd be a fun one to watch with her and you guys.
So she, Guilty is actually the one who brought us the game. So she met them
Nice.
at a local gaming night, and she loved it. And they decided to come on stream, but she couldn't join us because of scheduling conflicts last time. So we're doing it again. She's gonna be here, and it's gonna be awesome.
That's fun.
Very very excited for that. The week after that, so 2 weeks from now, we're going to be playing Quacks of Quedlinburg, which we did talk about at the beginning of the stream, but it is the Kennerspiel des Jahres winner from 2018, which is one of the most prestigious awards for Essenspiel in Germany every year. Unlike the Spiel des Jahres, which is just the overall game of the year, the Kennerspiel des Jahres is the connoisseurs game of the year. So it is the best game for people who are connoisseurs of tabletop games.
Yeah. Because Game of the Year tends to go towards games that are relatively accessible.
Yeah.
Which is not to say this is not.
Right.
But,
yeah. But they created a separate award specifically to allow you to give an award of excellence to games that are a little bit more for people who are super hardcore into gaming.
Of which many are German.
Yeah. So we're going to be playing Quacks of Quedlinburg, and Bree from North Star Games, one of our favorite repeat guests on the stream, will be back to play with us in 2 weeks.
That's super fun.
And then in 3 weeks,
wait, there's more.
we're going to be playing a super cool game, which you can read in chat because it's brand standing.
Ooh, that sounds like a game.
Hint, somewhat. We have brand standing in chat with us. So they have an awesome new game that's coming out on Kickstarter. I'll let brand standing type up a little bit of an explanation if they want in
Way
chat.
to put him on the spot.
But
Wow.
I said if they want, but generally it is a game where you try to sell a company, and so you have a concept of like I have this product that's targeted for this particular audience, and you have to come up with a name for the product that fits. Like, you know, maybe it's like yoga pants for Vikings.
So is it
something
like you
that.
draw a product, you draw an audience, you
Yeah.
pitch that to the...
Yes.
Okay, I
Yeah.
like that. That
Yeah.
sounds awesome,
Yeah.
and it's a great name.
Yes, it's a brand pitching game. So we're going to be doing that in 3 weeks, I believe, the 29th. Yeah. So that's going to be awesome. I'm very, very excited for that. We are also, I believe, going to have some super awesome giveaways around that stream. So keep an eye out for that, both on Twitter and live giveaways.
Give away
during
the
stream.
giveaways.
Yeah.
In
There
that
we
vein...
go. It's a fake brand building game where you build and pitch the brand over a few rounds.
Okay. That's awesome. In
Yeah.
that vein, at PAX, I can't remember the name, I'll look into it. There's a, I played a cult building game. And so 2 people will each be the cult leaders, and the rest will be cultists, and you're trying to attract the most cultists to your cult.
Oh, that's cool.
And the cult leaders, you know, you want like the it's very much tuned towards like the big extroverts who can, you know, be that attractive, but like
Right.
anyone can play and have a good time. The cult leaders will get like a set of theme cards and like core beliefs, and then the cultists, prospective cultists, will have like a
Like-
pet issue.
Yeah.
And they'll like bring up their pet issue, and you'll have to bring up. Oh, sorry, I knocked that around.
That's fine.
The cult leaders will describe how their cult, with this information, feels about those particular issues. And then at the end, I think, you know, whichever side ends up having the most cultists is the winner.
That's pretty cool.
That sounds fun, and it seems like it'd be awesome to get like 10 people together, get like 8 cultists.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Maverick Mark, you can make some clips of the brands that we pitch and make a Kickstarter for it.
I like that plan.
Nice.
I do think that like one of the cool
Liking
things about
that.
brand standing is that it could be like you could use it as like a corporate team building game, especially for like marketing teams, stuff like that. Like work on your pitch, but as a game that has nothing to do with your actual company, just as like a fun thing.
So is it you got like a Shark Tank kind of thing where some people are deciding like who to invest in, or how does it work?
I don't know. We're gonna find out on the
Okay.
stream.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So it's gonna be pretty awesome. Involves building more deck builders.
building.
I mean, we've done at least one deck builder already this year, maybe 2. I can't remember, but we've done at least one.
Which of you hates Ascension?
love
Neither of
Ascension.
us. Sam hated Clank.
Oh, okay. I love Ascension.
Ascension's great.
Yeah, I like Ascension.
At work, my friends at
I
work
just
like
gave you 3
DC
points Mark,
deck
'cause I
builder,
felt like it.
and that makes me sad because it's just like worse Ascension, and that's what they always want to play.
Yeah. So that's what we've got coming up for the rest of the month, and I think that's pretty much it.
Sounds like a packed lineup. That's gonna be
Yeah.
We're just building a long chain.
gonna be
of stuff.
epic.
It's great.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Cameron, for coming and joining us tonight.
No, thanks for having me. It's super awesome, and I'm
Yeah.
glad to help. Play some of these really cool games.
Always awesome to have you on the stream. And thank you, everyone who is here in chat with us tonight. Thank you, Brandstanding, for stopping by. We're very excited to check out your game in the coming weeks. And we will see you all next week for a super cool storytelling time with Dialect. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Wait, we have to figure out who to raid.
Oh, God. That was what Sam was supposed to be doing this whole time.
Nope, that's what Jordan was doing. I was
Sam
building a
clearly has
Popeye.
priorities. Have
Sam
you?
totally had his phone out the whole time and could have done it.
I was
Look at it.
accumulating tilts.
Look at it.
Thank
It's
you.
beautiful.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna find out who to raid here real quick, y'all. Give me a sec. Can't wait
Thanks,
for
Mark.
/raid.
Oh God. They are awful.
All right, who are we going to raid? We're going to raid. Wow, there's a lot of good options here.
What are they playing? What are our games?
Hold on, we're gonna raid
Okay.
Hacked Tabletop TV, who's playing Welcome to by Deepwater Games.
So what's the name again?
Hacked Tabletop TV.
All right. Well,
Chances you'll
Let's
play
hope it's
another
right.
Battle for Greypoint.
I'll let you know. Oh, I can't see it, can I?
no, there's a logo, so that's better than not
Yay!
having a logo.
Does it look like a die, like a D20?
Probably.
Oh, it's very dark.
Probably.
Oh, it's against the
Yeah,
purple.
no, it's very dark on dark. So
All right.
go hang out with them, y'all. Have some fun. Let them know where you came from, and we will see you all next week. Bye.